you're just joining me now, I'm Nikki Galore from NikkiFitness, and we'll be doing yoga for sleep to namaste in bed during this crazy time of quarantine. We're going to be starting in 1 minute here at Medicinals, and I want to thank them so much for having me join you guys for about 15 to 20 minutes of yoga. And we're going to also have some tips, things that will help you sleep better tonight and every night. And by the way, if you're joining from the West Coast, so it's 7 o'clock on the East Coast right now, so we're almost close to bedtime, especially if you have kids like I do. But if you're joining from the West Coast and it may be 4 p.m. there, still text your friends, everybody join in and do the yoga now. Yoga practice makes perfect, and the breathing and the poses will get your body ready for sleep later. And then we're going to save this on our Instagram stories here at Mary's Medicinals so that you can rewatch it again when it's your bedtime. So we're about ready to get started. It's 7 o'clock. Again, welcome. I'm Nicole Galore from NikkiFitness. You can find me at NikkiFitness with 2 Ks on Instagram and NikkiFitness.com. I have 13 yoga videos, booty camp videos, working out with your baby videos, walking workouts, hardcore abs, all of that. So you might know me from that, or I've been on 100 national media outlets. So usually I am spending a lot of my time during the week doing that or teaching an Equinox. But now I have a lot of free time and maybe like you, worries, homeschooling the kids, things like that, not knowing when things are going to get back to normal. So all those things kind of sometimes get you revved up at night when you should be calming down and getting ready for sleep. I find that meditating every day has helped me. So I'm going to be doing a little meditation in this 15 to 20 minute yoga for sleep segment. And I first of all want to say, again, thank you so much to our first responders and to our essential services people who are keeping the country going and saving us all. And I hope you at home are healthy and safe as well. So thank you for joining us, and we're about to get started. So if you've just logged on, I'm Nicole Galore from NikkiFitness, here for Mary's Medicinals. I got my slippers on because we're going to be doing some yoga for sleep. But to get started with our yoga, I'm going to start to tell you how to set the scene and how to kind of create a calming atmosphere. So you might have your slippers on at night, you can take them off for our yoga practice, and we'll put them back on for Shavasana afterwards. Some other things that I find are calming for yoga for sleep, maybe get in your pajamas, first of all, getting something really comfortable. And then maybe there's some Mary's Medicinals products that you're using. That would be great. I also find I like lavender essential oils, calming. Lavender smelling, this is the lavender leaves in here. I like to use that. Maybe some chamomile tea, some socks nearby in case you get cold. You want to have a warm body at the end for Shavasana. An eye pillow or an eye mask for sleep. You can put this on at the end during Shavasana. It helps to be doing this in a bedroom so that you can just like lay down either in bed and do the poses. A lot of them you can do in bed. They're not going to be a lot of standing. It's not going to be a lot of getting the heart flowing. It's going to be more just breathing and calming. A blanket is also great. So I have a blanket with me here, a yoga blanket that you can cover up and get warm with at the end. So with that, we're going to start our breath and get present. I'm going to bring the singing bowl. So let's start by inhaling deep and exhaling slow. I like to say 8 to 10 seconds on the inhale and 8 to 10 seconds on the exhale. And to calm ourselves, we'll breathe in and out through the nose. So it's nice and warm in through the nose. Tightening the back of your throat, creating an ocean wave Ujjayi breath. So it sounds like calming waves of the ocean at sunset. 10 to 8 seconds on the exhale. Sometimes you can even hold at the bottom of the exhale and then inhale again for 8. And then hold at the top of the inhale and then exhale for 8. And once we've centered ourselves and tightened the back of our throat for that Ujjayi breath, and welcome if you're just joining us, Yoga for Sleep for Mary's Medicinals, I'm NikkiFitness. 15 to 20 minutes of calming yoga. So now we've set the stage for calm with our breath. Let's take our hands to heart center and set our intention for our practice today. To let go supported by the earth, to let our muscles relax, to let our minds relax, and let our hearts be open. Continue breathing with the eyes closed. Let's take our shoulders forward and up like we're stressed and tense. Inhale, and on the exhale, shoulders down and back. Like we're relaxed and calm. And just start to melt any tension away. Breathe into an area of tension as if you're expanding that area. Let's say you have a crick in your back or a little knot in your back. Breathe into that area, expand it, and then melt it. Melt it away on the exhale. And then we'll slowly open our eyes and come onto all fours. Let's start with a kneeling sun salutation. Inhaling high. So we won't be doing a big standing sun salutation because we don't want to get warmed up. We don't want our heart to be beating too fast. We want to rev down. So come into child's pose, resting your hips on your heels. And then inhale up to stand again. And exhale, coming down. Just letting the day drift away from you. Inhaling up. I mentioned maybe you want to get some various Medicinals products to help you calm down. I have some chamomile tea here. I have some lavender essential oils, a blanket and slippers, an eye mask. Maybe you have some candles that you light, and I prefer to do battery candles. So A, if you fall asleep, it's not a big deal, and B, it's not polluting the air that you're breathing. And maybe some calming music. Let's bring the hands to the heart center and then down onto all fours. I like to have the room a little warmer for nighttime yoga too, rather than if I was doing power yoga, like we did last week here. Let's inhale and arch into cow. We'll do Majari Asana and Bhitilasana. Exhaling and rounding. So one of the first things you want to do in yoga for sleep is to bring out the tension in the back by just stretching. Exhaling as we round. One breath, one movement. Long 8 seconds in and 8 seconds out. Usually we inhale as we're doing the heart opening poses and expanding the body. And we usually exhale as we're rounding or constricting. So if your head is coming closer to your heart or your hips are coming closer to your head, that's usually when you exhale. Inhale, let's reach the right arm long, left leg behind. Flex the foot. Look at the ground. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, rounding the back. Inhaling, getting long once more. And exhaling, coming down to the earth. Welcome if you're just joining us. I saw a bunch of people just coming in. This is Yoga for Sleep. I'm NikkiFitness. Inhale. We're just getting started in our 15-minute Yoga for Sleep, Namaste in bed yoga practice from Mary's Medicinals. Inhale and reach. And exhale, ground down. Let's take our hands forward, leaning into a kneeling plank. Exhaling and lowering all the way down. So in Yoga for Sleep, we like to stretch out areas that hold tension, like hips, shoulders, chest, upper back, lower back. And so here we're going to activate the low back and peel our heart off the floor. Something that we could take as a lesson off the mat, maybe tomorrow. How do you peel your heart off the floor if something is bothering you during this time? And exhale, lower down. Nice, slow, 8-second exhale. Let everything go without pressing the hands in baby cobra, because snakes don't have hands. We'll peel off the ground. Feel the low back strengthening. If you've ever had low back issues like herniated discs, it is good to strengthen that area. And of course, if you have discomfort here, you can always just stay laying flat on the ground. One more time, inhaling. Deep breath. When you inhale deeply, the heart slows down, and that's what we want for sleep. And exhale. I also have a diffuser going in here with essential oils. So anything that you find calming. Battery operated candles. Let's come up, inhale, kneeling plank. Sit back into child's pose once more and spread the fingers. Ha. We set our intention for our practice today. And now we're going to introduce a mantra of letting go. Let's find our first down dog. We can pedal out the legs. Finding some calm. Maybe we've had a crazy day. I've been homeschooling my kids and working and dealing with grocery orders. And maybe you have a loved one or someone that you're close to, or you are a first responder or someone who has to work during this time. So that let's let all that stress go. Because everything is impermanent. And this too shall pass. Fingertips are spread. Exhale. Let's take our elbows down into dolphin. So this is also anti-aging because our head is upside down. And in dolphin, the elbows come to the floor, the forearms come to the floor. And as you're here, the rest of your body is just like it was in down dog, like the letter A. Your fingertips are spread. You're pressing your arms into and away from you, into the mat and away from you. You'll notice your upper back muscles, your trapezius and rhomboids right here, activating. So you might feel some strength happening there, which is great for posture too. But if you're like me, if I'm over a computer during the day, for example, I get a little knot in my upper back. And this really helps stretch that out. One more deep inhale. And exhale, bring the knees down and sit back into child's pose. Because that can be a little bit more of an active pose. So we want to relax without making the heart rate beat too fast. So keep where you are. Inhale deep. And exhale slow. The next thing we want to stretch out, aside from upper back and lower back, is our hip flexors. So our hip flexors are right here. If you were wearing jeans, it would be where your pockets would be in your jeans. So what we can do is take our right leg forward and left leg back. And notice here, my shoulder and my hip and knee are in one straight line. I would like you, if you can, to lean more forward so the knee is behind the hip and the front knee is over the ankle. And so we can rest here, supporting ourselves. Just breathe deep. Maybe you want to interlace the fingers for heart opener. Maybe add a smile to the lips. Inhale, let, and exhale, go. One more breath here. If you feel too much tension, you can always back off. This is modified Anjaneyasana. Also, if you feel the knee is hurting you because the floor is too hard, you can always curl your mat over like this. Because we want to be relaxed and we want to be comfortable in Namaste in bed, yoga for sleep. Let's take another child's pose or down dog or dolphin. So yogi's choice. You can be in child's pose, extended or relaxed. You can be in dolphin on your elbows, or you can be in down dog, depending on what's talking to you right now, what body parts are talking to you. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Melt away every ounce of tension in the body. You can even sway a little bit, close your eyes. And let's do another pose. Bring the knees down. Next up, we are going to come up onto the knees. Again, you can turn the mat over if it's more comfortable for you. Put your knees here on the mat like this. Let's take our hands behind us in camel pose. This is another heart opener. You take the upper back and bend it more than the lower back, so your elbows come together. And we're just going to allow ourselves to lean back just until it's, talking to us. If this is uncomfortable, you can just stay here and just pull the elbows back. If you would like to go further, inhale deep, and then heel, hand, and lift up, look to the sky. Opening through the heart, we're stretching the front of the body, areas that might have tension throughout our day. Staying here, inhale one more time. And as we exhale, we'll counter stretch, coming back out slowly and finding child's pose once more. Balasana. Relax or allow the back to adjust to flexion and extension. We always try to work in balance. And that works great because we're finding balance on our mat and hopefully off of our mat. So take some of these lessons to calm you throughout your day. You can always take a 2-minute, 1-minute, 3-minute breathing break during your stressful day. And that will help you calm down later on. Also, I recommend no caffeine after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's another thing. So I switch from green tea to chamomile tea later on. All right, let's come out of our child's pose. We're going to cross our ankles and sit back. Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana has your feet together. So the bottoms of your feet find each other like in a prayer pose, but with your feet. Inhale deep and lean forward, maybe even pressing the elbows into the knees. So I'll turn to the side so you can see. It's not about getting your nose to your toes. Okay, we don't need to round our back too much. It's more about keeping a straight spine. Inhale deep and exhale slow. Maybe we press one elbow at a time into the legs and see if one side is maybe a little tighter than the other. Breathe in, breathe out, through the nose, tighten the back of the throat and let go. If you're just joining us, I'm NikkiFitness for Mary's Medicinals. This is Yoga for Sleep. We have about 5 more minutes and then we'll do a little meditation. Bring the knees back in together. Another way to stretch some areas that have stress during the day is tabletop pose. Take your legs out and lift your hips high, looking to the sky. So rather than just letting the neck go, we're going to keep the neck engaged and in line with the spine. Lift the hips up high as you can. I have tight shoulders actually, so this pose is challenging for me, which means I need to do it more. So if you find a pose that's challenging for you, don't write it off. Maybe practice, practice, practice. Our fingertips are pointing towards our toes here. Inhale deep, fill up the lungs. Let the heart be lit up by the sun and the moon and the stars. And slowly bring it back down. And let's hug in. We all need a hug these days, right? We're finding quarantine calm in a crazy time. And like I said earlier, everything is impermanent. Inhale deep. Exhale slow. Now we're going to lay down for an inversion. If you want to use blocks, you can also use blocks at any point. But this inversion is legs up the wall. So you can come up to a wall. Bring your backside to the wall and let your legs just rest on the wall. And here, inversions, reverse the blood flow. They're anti-aging. Inversions help your thyroid if you have thyroid issues like I do. So you're just going to be resting your legs on a wall. It's very restorative. Maybe even close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. And let's just be grateful. So this is our second mantra today. And it helps, instead of worrying about things that might keep you up at night, to count your things you're grateful for. And not just things that you're grateful for all the time, but is there anything during this quarantine uncertain time that you can be grateful for? Like, I'm grateful that I don't have to pack a million snacks for my kids to get in the car every day. I'm grateful that my husband is home. He's a traveling journalist usually. I'm happy that he is home for the 4 of us to all sit down for dinner, because that never ever used to happen. So what can you be grateful for? And maybe you can take that list to bed tonight with you and count them down before you go to sleep like you're counting sheep. So soon you'll begin to take your legs off the wall. You can bring them down and turn off to the side and crawl away from the wall and walk towards me. We'll hug our knees in and get ready for Shavasana. And in Shavasana, you want to be really comfortable. So I am going to put on my yoga socks And grab a blanket. So if you have a blanket nearby, and again, any Mary's products that you might want to be using from Mary's Medicinals. Maybe put your slippers on, maybe not, it's up to you. I have a yoga blanket here. Lavender eye mask. Maybe take a sip of your chamomile tea or anything else that's calming and soothing to you. And allow the earth to just support you. Let's start scanning the body. So you're going to keep your eyes closed. Take another deep breath. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. And as you scan the body, starting at your head, you can follow your senses, you can follow your organs, you can follow your bones, your muscles, and just give grateful thoughts to things like your sense of smell, your sense of sight, hearing, your voice. Relax the brow, relax the eyes, maybe create a little smile in the eyes. Relax the mouth and the jaw. You can even just do some lion's breath opening and closing. Relax the shoulders. Breathe deep melting breaths into the chest and the heart. All the way down through the upper back muscles to the arms. Sometimes we carry the weight of the world, and let's just let that all go. Soothing energy creeps in its place from the universe. Continue to scan the body down through the belly and through the legs. Sometimes it helps to tense up the fists and then let the fists go. Tense up the muscles and let the muscles go. Scan down to the knees and the calves. Maybe tense up your legs and relax. Maybe we tense up our feet and our toes and relax. And if you have a tight ponytail like I do, you can just let that go, keeping the eyes still closed, and just relax. We're safe, we're at ease. Our thoughts drift like sailboats on a calm sea. If any distraction comes into your mind, with your breath you blow it away like a sailboat on the ocean. We have a blue sky in our mind, and it becomes dusk. We see the sun setting, and we see the twinkle of the stars come out. We see the moon on the horizon, keeping watch over us all night long, keeping us safe. Knowing that the sun will come up tomorrow. So if you're in bed and you're relaxing, please stay here. If you'd like to come out of it, begin to slowly wiggle the fingers and toes, circle the wrists and ankles. Bring the knees in for a hug, keeping the eyes closed still. Maybe we take the eye mask off as we just roll to our right side. Our arm can be a pillow for the head. Inhale deep. Exhale high. And press up with the strength of your top left hand into a comfortable seated position. Again, you can always stay in Shavasana or drift off to sleep. Hands come to heart center. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. You can take a breath forward, shoulders up. Exhale, let it go. And that completes our practice today. Thank you so much for joining me at Mary's Medicinals. We're going to be doing Wellness Wednesdays every single Wednesday. And as long as this quarantine is happening anyway. And I can't wait to see you again soon. Next week, I do a little note here. We have a friend of mine joining. Rachel Grant Jackson will be here, same time, same place. And we're going from East Coast, where I am, to the West Coast, where Rachel, because she lives in LA, and lots of Mary's Medicinal products out there. And again, you can catch up with me and my many DVDs and videos on the app at NikkiFitness. It's a NikkiFitness app at NikkiFitness.com. And continue to follow us at Mary's Medicinals. And I will see you soon. Sweet dreams and namaste in bed.